Oh, fucking shit, hell's bells, look at this. Yes, this is a larger outcropping here. Goes with the other videos we've done so far. Yeah, it's, Mooney's just exploring this geology that we don't know too much about. We don't know too much about Vulcan, but Gene Roddenberry says that there's some kind of logic that goes along with it. There's some kind of logic that goes along with it. And Mooney spots on the satellite, while we're up on the ship, eating Roddenberries. Roddenberries. Yes, a new cereal. We gotta go over to Mar-a-Lago and talk to Marjorie Merriweather Post and see if they'll make this cereal for us. It's called Roddenberries. Roddenberries. Like Gene Roddenberry. It's called Rod and Berries. It's got maybe something like Cheerios. Cheerios, some kind of, those kind of loopy-loop things. And maybe some little rainbow-colored marshmallow ding-dongs. Yeah, and Minnie's not making fun. We're being serious. We're being serial. We're not making fun of anybody because we're going through this shit too. We're being serial. Are you serial? Yes, we're serial. And a serial killer tried to kill us. Look at this. But, there's these rods and berries. And, maybe instead of O's. Or no, maybe has to think about it, but it's we know that the cereal has to have these little rainbow or different colored marshmallow ding-dongs in it. And maybe little crunch berry balls. Like little marshmallow ding-dongs with crunch berry balls. Yeah, and so, don't take us the wrong way. We're not making fun of this. We're just we've been forced into it. With lies on paper and other abuses that cause us to have the need to be out of their paper manipulation, exploit, and abuse system. So we're looking at things like this, these rocks. Because these rocks don't give a fuck about your paper. They don't care. You see these rocks? These rocks were here a long time before your paper system of abuse ever came into play. And they'll be here a long time after you're all gone. Yeah. You're just like a flash in the pan. And even that can be interpreted in several different ways, like panning for gold. You get a little glint, a little flash in the pan. Or, you can go even to, say, Revolutionary War times and muskets and flint-loaded muskets and pistols and things. And you load them up and then you put a little charge in the pan. And then when the flint makes contact with it, and little Sparky jumps over into it, you say, Sparky jumps over into it, you get a little flash in the pan, and this causes an explosive force to be ignited. This causes this powder charge, contained within a controlled breach, to be ignited so as to propel a projectile of one kind or another in the direction that you want it to go. Oh, look at this. Here's some kind of striations in the rock. Look at these lichens growing on there. Look at these little green monsters. It's like they live in this stuff. The majority of this rock is porous, which means the water soaks into it. And yes, they just grow all over it, like Joker hair. Yeah, it grows in it like it grows in it like a drink out of a jar of red Leto. Yeah, like a drink out of a jar of red Leto. Look, there's some more. It's Joker hair. Look at all this. There's the whole civilization living in this rock. Yeah, and they may have a complex system of electrical exchanges throughout the entirety of these rock formations that send signals to these little jokers. Look at them. That might tell them, what's going on in other places. Same as the trees. Same as the trees have these transactions of various different kinds through photosynthesis and other processes that make a record of things in such a way that if you were to murder these trees to have a piece of paper to try to tell a lie on it, well then the system that you are a part of knows that you can't use paper like a cheap whore. What's this? Is that a little piece of... Many thought it was a little piece of volcanic glass, but it isn't. But see, there's ashy layers in here. So we're just having a look at these rocks. Oh, look, there's some lichens and some jokers living together. And the lichens like the joker. Yeah, they like them. Yeah, they lick them and they like them. They lick them and they like them. We're just checking this stuff out while we're waiting for our blowjob. Because we could totally get a blowjob running coke and heroin and things like that. Or, whatever you want delivered. Up to and including, flying past the fail-safe point. Yeah, like the film Fail-Safe. And they keep screaming at us, telling us, oh, there's been a mistake. Turn the plane around, come back, there's been a mistake. And the pilot says, you're asking us to do something that we've been trained not to do. Because it could be a trick. Yeah. Yeah, it could be a trick. How do we know? We don't know. So we just keep on target until we get there. Because we don't know what else to do when a system that's supposed to be inclusive of all has become so corrupt and damaged that they refuse to count their victims. Yeah, if that's what it's all about. They seem to say all you have to do is murder a boy-girl tree and get a piece of paper and use it like a cheap whore to say that your victims don't matter. As they cover up other shit like private blood drinking and private brain eating and all this other stuff. Yeah. That they say they have the right to these protections and privacy and other things. But many says, no, see, you're fucking with things that maybe you don't comprehend. Because they would prefer that we understand them. Yeah, they want us to understand as opposed to comprehend. Look at there. There's some old jokers growing on a rock. Yes, it's We tell them it's like this concept of liberty and freedom is based on the concept that you only have as much of it as we do. And if you want to try to subjugate us and force us to stand under you and look down on us and say, now understand me, boy. Boy, I told you. You better understand, boy. See, that's coming from Nancy Mace. That's the penises up inside Nancy Mace's front-end loading vagina washing machine that says that coloreds aren't allowed to mix with whites.